Okay, so let's get with the build. If you guys are curious about what came in this shipment, you can check out the video. I did a complete unboxing. So we're going to go right into issue 15, and we're going to go to the instructions. And you can see, let's move this stuff out of the way. Nice. And we got the part of the hull. So we got box 15 right here. Is that everything? Yep. And we've got the bent screwdriver. We've got the little baggie with the lifeboats, which is going to be fun. And we got the piece of the hull. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the lifeboats on. And let's put a drop on either side. And they kind of click into place as they fit into the slot. Just like so. Now we're going to take this and we're going to put it into the bow section, the IM screws. And again, they give 3. We're going to be using 2. And I like the fact that they give an extra one. Want to make it nice and snug, but obviously we don't want to strip it. Although it's not as easy to strip when it's in the metal as it is in the plastic pieces. Here we are. All right, let's see. Does that stay up now? Nope. Still going to put it into the holder. Okay, now the part that we just got, which is 15C. You can see that right here. And that's actually going to be held in place with the IM screws. There. It takes a little bit to line up, but you can see how she's starting to look gorgeous. Yeah, look at that, huh? Gorgeous. All right. Now I know, let's see, is that it? Okay, I'm gonna make sure we did that. That's all set. And you can see the MM screws, and they're gonna go into the side. Let's see. Just like that. These are the hex screws. And they're going to go in right over here. And one is going to go on the inside. I'll show them to you in a minute. But the way it is, it's going to be kind of tricky to get to. See how you have to put it on? Get it on and then kind of tighten it. But you want to make sure you get these nice and tight because you want the hull to be snug. You don't want the passage of time to start to loosen up all the screws and have it rattle around. All right. So that's pretty good. It's nice and snug, and you can see how it really blends in nicely. We've got the lifeboats that we glued into place. So that was it for this one. That was all for issue 15. So let's move on to number 16. So we've got the first class gym and the stairwell. All right, and we're going to move on to the box number 16. And that's everything, right? the first thing they want us to do is we're going to put the deck on. So, okay. Actually, I don't want to lose these screws. What I want to do is I want to get some glue, and we want to coat all of the area. Again, we're not going to like soup it on. We just want it so there's going to be contact, and it'll keep it in place, and we won't have to worry about anything coming undone. Maybe a little bit over here. And a little bit more. Go on this side. And what we got to do is we got to be careful with this one. So let's see. You can see just peel it off. We got to be really careful because this one is delicate. And let's see. Let's make sure it lines up. And the holes in the bottom are a good guide. You can see the holes are lined up perfectly. Now before we move on, because you got these beautiful first-class windows, and what I want to do is I want to do a little bit of black in the window frames like we did for the officers' quarters. So let's see. Use the Sharpie for this. Let's do one. Let's do one and just see how it comes out. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. It looks a little more detailed. So this is going to be a while. We're going to go and we're going to do all the way around all the windows. Yeah. We got one side done, and you see the difference, the ones that aren't done, and then we got the frames all colored in. I think it looks a little better. It brings them out a little bit more. All right, let's finish them off. Just a bit of detail on the ladder as well, just to kind of bring it out. There, I think that looks a lot better. And there's none over there. And we got these all set. We got some of the detail in. Okay, we got the deck on. So let's see, it's going to go over there and over there. And then we're going to take the swan neck vent and we're going to put it right into the holes. And again, you like hearing that little click. Again, the little detail in the ladder. And the swan neck vent. You can see that part of the deck that wants to come up. So hopefully we fill that hole in soon, because that'll help keep it down in place. And again, hearing the click is a good thing. And I'm hoping the other one is going to go here pretty soon, because you see how that part of the deck just wants to keep coming up. All right, let's see. Yep, good. That's the other spot. So hopefully that'll keep the deck down. So let's push it down into place. So that's going to help keep that deck down. So yeah. Everything is in place, and that's looking pretty good. And that's the completed section. Okay. So that looks pretty nice. I like the way the windows are coming. They kind of pop out with the highlight. All right, let's move on. On to 17. And it looks like we got to do the smoke funnels. So let's put this part aside. Oh, that's everything. And take it like this, and it's going to go right into the center. Like that. And let me show you. It's going to go into here. Make sure it's a little bit straight. And when it's going to go into that, you can see how the spring is going to put tension. And the water, it's going to draw the water up, and it's going to make contact with the plate that's going to make the smoke. So that section, that was pretty easy. Now comes the harder part. We got to put these tiny little screws. You can see the little screw holes. This, I had a hard time with this last time because they just don't want to seem to go in. You guys can see how absolutely microscopic these little screws are. I'm going to take some concentration to get these in. So I'm going to put them in. So we got 1, 2, and the third one. We got another one. And we got one more on this side. So we got one side in. And let's attempt to do the other side. All right. This is by far the most unpleasant part of the model. I absolutely hate doing this. This is so hard for me. It looks good when it's done, but getting it done, it took me 6 years just to get the little screws in to line up the holes. Okay, so this is the completed work. So, we're ready to move on to dome over the first class stairwell. Nice. Alright, so let's put all this stuff aside for now. Alright, we got it in here. We've also got the other section, the glass top. Again, you can see how, let me see, I got an idea of how to do this. Like I said, it's so delicate. I got the idea because the black pen, the paint marker, is just about empty. So I'm thinking, see, this is going to take a while, but if I just gently go up against the raised parts with the marker. All right, like I said, this is going to take a while, but at least I'm going to be able to get the detail out. Look at that. There. I think that looks pretty good, considering how small it is. And all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that into the grand staircase well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a line of the super glue all the way around. I'm going to drop that into place, and hopefully you can see the detail. And when it dries a little bit, I'll show you guys a little bit better. Maybe we can do a little bit more. Let's see, where was it? Right about here. Okay, So hopefully you can see that came out a little bit better than it would be when it was clear. Go all the way around like that. And it's going to fit just like that. Just like that. Let me show you guys the way it'll look like when it's lit up. Let's make sure that that's on. And we got the grand staircase. And it kind of click into place like that. Oh man, look at her now. All right. So let's get all the screws into place. Look at that. You can see the inside and look at how beautiful she's starting to look. And like we did last time, you can see they're going to go right in here. All right. Those are tight. You want to make it so that when nothing is rattling around, nothing is loose, and it's really solid. Finally, use AM screw to fix the end of the port top strip to the forecastle to the upper edge of the hull section. Yeah. And actually, we just need one because the other one's not attached to it. Nice. Okay, so that's the completed work, and we're on to 19. And what do we got? We got, ooh, this is where we're going to put the all the little details on the smokestacks. All right, so we're going to put together, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the generator, the smoke generator. You can see where the wires are going to go. So it's going to go just like that. So it's going to go this way. You can see the smoke generator inside, and we have EP screws. We don't want to tighten it too much because it's plastic, and the screw is going into the plastic, and it'll be really easy to strip it. All right, so that's good. And let's see, we're going to take this piece, and this is how it's going to go in. And you can see how the spring that we put in is going to put some tension, and it's going to go right up against the smoke generator. Okay, now we're going to take part 17F, and this is 17F, and this is what's going to hold the rigging in place. And it's going to go on just like that. This is going to go inside, but we're going to have to bring the this part out through the bottom. Alright, so we got one of these. These are going to go right here. Just like that. Alright. Now, it looks like we're going to put a steam pipe, and that's going to what? Go on the back. And this is going to go into the back. It's looking pretty cool, huh? Okay, so we got that in. We put some glue on it. Let's see what's next. The platform. Fit over the steam in the front of the funnel. The tab on the platform fits into the slot of the funnel plating. I think we're going to have to hold this for a little while. And it's going to go just like that. So let's hold this for a little while. And we're actually going to put that other steam escape pipe on. So we're going to have to glue that to the front as well. That looks pretty good so far. I want to leave that little gap. So what do we have to do after that? And there are these little holes on either side at the top. All right, so that took a little while to get in. You can see we got the ladder. It goes up to the platform, and we got the steam pipe on the back. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the same thing for our other pipe. All right, so this one, this one went on a little bit easier. All right, so this one is all set. And this one is all set too. So now what we got to do is we have to put the steam pipes over the staircase. All right, so these are the steam pipes. And looks like we've got 4 of them. Just a bit. So there's one. And we need to push it forward. There we are. All right, what's next? And we got to put another one in. It looks like there's only one that's going to go in where the grand staircase is. But the other one, looks like the rest are going to go into the other one. So we're going to do it like this. Alright, and looks like this one. Alright, and finally, it looks like this one. Alright, so we got them in like this, and they want them all kind of leaning forward, so that'll be a good thing. And that's the completed work. So we did the smokestacks, and we got ready to put them into place. So let's go on to step 20, stage 20, or issue 20. All right, let's see. We put the lights in. And we've got the grill work. Take the ventilator hood 16C supplied with issue number 16. Alright, so we've got, is it this one? Looks like that one is the one. So let's cut this out. It's going to go just on just like that. Just like that. And let that set for a minute. And let's see, where is that going to go? Alright, that's going to go right in the section that we were just looking at. Let me show you guys the grand staircase. What we had done, it's a little easier to handle now. You can see at the bottom. And let's see if I can try to light it up for the camera. You can see it just a little bit better that way. So I'm glad we did that. I'm glad we didn't screw it up. Too bad. Alright, so we've got the grand staircase right here, and the vent we just did. You can see the two openings that are going. It's actually going to be facing the grand staircase. So, yeah, we got... Alright, that looks pretty good. We got that super glued in place, and you can see the grill. See how it's going to go? It's going to go right in over here. I think we're just going to use some of the super glue since we have it out. Just a little bit. And peel off the back. And very carefully, we're going to line up the holes. See how we have to have them lined up? Because it's important to have it lined up, and I got the super glue on there, so we got to give that a second to set. You guys can see we got light. So these are working pretty well. Alright, what are we going to do with this now? The clips are going to hold it in place, and you can see where the lights are going to go. So it's going to go just like that. Then we're going to kind of click it. Alright, so they want us to test it. So, I don't know if you guys can see, but there are lights that are going to go on the sides of the smokestack. So let's put this into the socket. And you can see the windows, hopefully, lit. You can see the lights that are going to light the smokestacks. So that's pretty cool. Alright, let's put that aside for now. Alright, now we need to take these vents. We've got this one. Take the two ventilator hoods, 14B and 20C. Cut the grills. Yeah. Give that a minute to set. Yeah, that looks pretty good. There. You can see that. Make sure it's pushed into place. All right. And the other one is going to go right over here. So let's put the... Yeah, you can see how that's going to go. That looks pretty cool. All right, so we've got the lights in, we put that section of the deck, we've got these vents in, and it looks like we're going to put some of the little vents on top. So we're going to get these ready, and that's what these are right here. Okay, so what I think we're going to do, we can put some glue, make sure that they form fit. All right, hopefully you can see those little tiny little vents. Okay, that's all set. And it looks like we're going to take this guy, and it's going to go in the front. I was facing backwards. You see that big vent in the front? It's starting to look pretty cool. Okay, so what's next? Then the antenna holder. Fits in a hole in a square raised panel in a decking near the hatches. Note the orientation. Then glue in place. So that's where, hopefully you can see that. Okay, so that's all. Take the 2 swan neck vents and identify the fixing points. So that would be these. All right, so check it out so far. Looking pretty cool. And is that everything up to this point? Yep. All right, what's next? Next, take the ventilation duct supplied with issue 15. Peg 1 fits in the hole. And this is going to go on top of that hood vent that we got. So why don't we put some glue here. Here. So, what is this called again? This is the ventilation duct. Nice. Make you feel like you're on the deck of the Titanic yet? Okay, that's all set. Now take the first funnel with the details fitted in issue 19, remove the grill from the top, the funnel, and take out the interior smoke stack. Okay, so we got kind of an elastic thing over here. I don't know why they just didn't have us do that before we put it in the first time. So it's gonna go just like that. I'm gonna keep it in place. Around the tank, holding the cable so that it's taut. Take the connecting cable, and I'm thinking this is the connecting cable. Take the connecting cable K1, thread the larger connector socket up through the first funnel right. This end will be connected to the smoke generator cable. Thread the other end of the connector cable with the smaller connector plug through the hole in the officer's quarters. All right, so that's... All right, so that's all set to be connected. So that's going through the bottom. Let's see what's next. So we got AP screws, and we're actually going to put the smokestack on. The smokestack's going to be connected. And again, you don't want to over tighten this, because it's plastic on plastic. There. So the screws are going to be holding them in place. And we got to put the grill back on. So we got this part sticking out of the top of the smokestack. And we'll tuck this back in for now. And that's it. That's the completed work. So why don't we go ahead and check that out. Nice. Well, my friends, we got quite a bit done in this shipment. And I thank you guys so much for watching. And until shipment number 5, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for watching.